Option trading can be complex, but thankfully, trading options on WebBroker isn't. Once you're familiar with the platform and how options work, placing an order is straightforward and quick. Here's how it's done. To begin, click on the Buy Sell Quick Launch icon in the top right of the screen to call up an order ticket. Then, select the Options tab. Choose the account you'd like to issue the order with. Once you've selected an account, punch in the ticker symbol of the underlying security for which you'd like to purchase an option. Now you have two choices. You can manually plug in the expiry date, strike price, and contract type you're interested in, or you can click on the Option Chain button to select from a list of existing contracts. For a buy order, click on the Ask Price, and for a sell order, click the Bid Price. The details will be automatically entered once you make a selection. You can also start the order process from an option chain if you prefer. Just click on the Research tab at the top of the screen and choose Options from the drop-down menu. From there, navigate to the underlying security you want to option and select the quote you're interested in by clicking on its underlying symbol to the left. You'll see Buy and Sell buttons appear. When you click on it, you'll jump to an order ticket with the relevant details automatically filled out. Next, select the type of option trade you'd like to make. Remember that there are 4 choices. Buy to open, when a trader wants to establish a new long position or increase the quantity of an existing one. Sell to open, when a trader wants to establish a new short position or increase the quantity of an existing one. For this one, you'll also have the choice to cover the short position with shares of the underlying stock or with the long position as part of a spread strategy. Buy to close, when a trader wants to exit an existing short position. And sell to close, when a trader wants to exit an existing long position. After you made your decision, enter the quantity of option contracts you'd like to buy. Remember, it's typically 100 shares per contract. So keep in mind how much funding you'll ultimately need to cover the order if the contract is exercised or assigned. The next step is selecting the price type for your order. You'll have 3 choices. The first is a limit order, which specifies the price threshold for filling your order. If you're buying an option, it's the highest price you'll pay to acquire one. And if you're selling an option, it's the lowest price you'll accept to dispose of a contract. So a limit order essentially prevents any unexpected surprises on your order. The second choice is a market order, which will complete the transaction at the prevailing market price. It's typically used for options with high liquidity and relatively stable prices. However, a market order can be riskier on options with lower liquidity or volatile prices. These options usually have a wide difference between their bid and ask prices. You can end up buying or selling contracts at a much different price than expected. The third choice is a stop limit order, which can be used to give traders more control over when their order is filled. You'll need to select a trigger, which indicates the price at which the order should come into effect, and the limit, or the threshold price you're willing to accept to fill the order. Note that stop market orders are not available for options to avoid executions at unexpected prices. Lastly, you'll need to select the time frame within which the order should be filled. Choosing day means the option will only be valid for the current trading session. Specify allows you to set a certain end date, and cancel keeps it active 90 days for Canadian orders or 180 days for US orders. Once you've filled out the fields in your order ticket, click Preview Order to take one final look before making it official. It should go without saying, but make sure to carefully double-check your selections before confirming. You can view the status of your order by clicking on the Order Status Quick Launch icon in the top right of the screen. If you want to modify or cancel the order before it's filled, find your order reference number and click on the Change link to modify the order, or the Cancel button to delete it. If you don't see a link to the order page pop up, then the order cannot be modified or canceled because it may have already been executed at the exchange. So that's the long and short of placing an options trade on WebBroker. Now that you know your way around an order ticket, you can confidently place what's called a single leg trade, and you've laid the foundation for multi-leg strategies too.